Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks, where today we will be going over a show that I bought a long time ago and want to review it. Excuse me. It is a show called The Master. Yeah. From the 80s. It's the complete series. It stars Lee Van Cleef, and as Timothy Van Patten and Sho Kosugi. S-H-O. Sho Kosugi. The Master. Yeah, I'm sure that could be, if this was made today, I'm sure that would not be the name of that title, or the title of that show. But basically, the gist of the show is you have Lee Van Cleef. You might know him from the old Western fame, The Good, Bad, the Ugly, and some other things. He plays, as they put it, the only Occidental American to ever obtain the rank ninja. Hence, the title. He had a falling out with his order, and he comes to America to find the daughter that he didn't know that he had. Okay, this came out in 1984. John Peter McAllister is the name. And Max Keller is the Timothy Van Patten character. He plays a young wanderer who drives around in a van with a hamster as his companion. And they, by 80s TV show circumstances, connect together and wind up traveling the country together looking for Lee Van Cleef's daughter, and while he is teaching the young Max Keller the arts of being a ninja. Okay, this is a second series that I have where you have an older man and a younger man traveling the country alone together in a van. I don't know what the hell these people, at least, both of these were of age in this one supposedly, but I'm not implying anything, I'm just making a joke. Not quite sure what it was about stuff like that then, but this is the typical 80s, 70s and 80s programming, where you get, in order to, forward the plot, they find some reason to be stuck in a town, whether it's the car broke down or they're helping somebody, but they always wind up getting involved in some other situation that, that causes them to get stuck there. And you got a problem to solve with helping them, and then, or there's a hint that, his daughter was there, or the fugitives, when our man was around, or, the cure for being the Hulk was there, but it's always not at that point. So they move on to the next location, and the next location is where it happens the next week. But this is typical 80s cheese. You've got this setup, and then you have Lee Van Cleef dressed as a ninja twice an episode, because they have the big karate fights twice an episode. And just like, you have the Hulk happen twice an episode. Airwolf come out twice an episode, or the fight anyway. And the second one being the big conclusionary fight and stuff. But this is standard 80s plot lines and stuff. And but the fun thing is there were some really. It's really neat to see some of the people in early acting roles. Like Demi Moore was in one of them. Crystal Bernard. George Lazenby was in one of them. I know that wasn't early in his career. But David McCallum, Doug McClure, Bill McKinley, Demi Moore, William Smith, and Stuart Whitman. I have no idea who that was. But it was really neat to see, Crystal Bernard and Demi Moore in some of their first appearances. It wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, because I know that when I bought it, I was looking through this series through rose tinted glasses of nostalgia, and thinking they were great, and that my opinion would change as an adult, and it did, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's still fun, still just a romp. You can just sit back and if you want some mindless TV, watch it. And that's pretty much what they were aiming for, and if it was, they succeeded. So I'm going to give this a 3.75 out of 5. And say, yep, it was worth the money that I spent just for the nostalgia alone. Anyway, let me know in the comments below as to whether you watched it or not, what you thought of it. Like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your old TV shows.